Next tonight, a family is still in a Sheffield flat 8 months after medical experts said it was not safe to live in. It's because of the mould and damp conditions in every room. Syed and his family fled from Afghanistan in 2021. After reported on their situation 6 months ago, they were moved out of the flat. But he's since been forced to return and the mould problem is also back. Here's Mark Ansell.
There's mould growing in the bedding. The walls are stained from repeated cleaning. This is meant to be a safe haven for Syed, who worked for the British government in Kabul and fled from the Taliban with his family. They're grateful for the roof over their head, but living here is a health hazard.
I'm worried about my children's future because now they are not good. Especially during the night, they are not breathing well. And my son Mustafa, every night he's crying. He said, I don't want to sleep the smelly bed and the wet bed.
When you walk around the house, you smell this really dank, nasty, mouldy smell. And when you breathe in, you can feel the dampness across your chest. Their GP has been to visit the flat, and in a letter from the practice last month, it says Syed's older son has a persistent cough, struggles with his breathing at night, has a skin infection, and that these are likely to be caused by the damp living conditions. Family friend Beth has been trying to help.
Really worried. I mean, he's talked about sort of news stories, things like that, about the impact of damp and mould, and they are living in chronic damp and mould. I fully believe they're doing everything they can to get rid of. Regularly cleaning, going and seeing all the various people they need to speak to try and get it sorted, and nothing is happening.
After we reported on the story 6 months ago, the family were moved out for 2 months, but made to come back when repairs had been done. However, the damp and mould problem soon returned. Doctors are seriously concerned about how dangerous living conditions like this are for children.
This very vulnerable period of their life affects the way that their lungs and airways develop, and this manifests itself as long-term, lifelong even conditions. And the worry that we have with that is that it can lead to a shortening of their healthy life expectancy or even their life expectancy.
Having escaped the dangers of the Taliban, Syed and his family face a different threat, even closer to home. Mark Ansell, BBC Look North, Sheffield.
Well, the landlord, Roger Wiley, told us a lot of money spent on the house, so it's free from damp and mould, and he's let the house for 25 years and hasn't had a problem. In a statement, the council says we are treating all reports of damp and mould seriously. This particular property is not council-owned, however, they are supporting the tenant and the landlord to ensure all issues are rectified. It is disappointing to see that the issues have returned after work was done by the landlord. We're contacting the tenant as a matter of urgency, as well as the landlord of the property, to ensure that all that can be done is being arranged.